Hi there, my name's Paula, and I'm here with CareCore Health Safety Training. And I have a friend with me today. His name is Mr. Bear. Mr. Bear and I want to teach you and your family what to do in the case of you have some type of emergency. So one of the things that Mr. Bear and I want to teach you about today is how to use an AED. Now, what's an AED, you ask? An AED is an automated external defibrillator. So you know those things that you see on TV shows where they're like, charge, and they stand back and they charge a person? That's what AEDs are. However, we don't have those paddles anymore. We use stickers. So your an AED may look like this. Sometimes it may look like, when you're in a hospital setting, it will look like the ones that you see on TV. But an AED looks like something like this. It may come in a package like this. It may be on the wall in a place where you are. You may have seen these at your school, maybe in the cafeteria or the main hallway or your nurse's office. AEDs are in lots of places. So one of the things that are really important is that whenever someone passes out for whatever reason, when they pass out and they're unresponsive, two things that you call for is you're asking someone to call for 911 and get an AED. Now, if there's two people around, you definitely want to have one person call for 911 and the second person get the AED, because AEDs are all over. And so I say that because if I went grocery shopping, I may not know where the AED is. But if someone sent me to get the AED, I would run off and I would say, hey, I'm told I need to get an AED. Where do I find it? Someone in the grocery store will definitely know where the AED is. So AEDs are all over. You are not responsible to know where it is, but you do need to try and get one if someone has asked you to do that in the case of emergency. So how do we use an AED? Well, what happens is if someone was to pass out because of whatever reason, we don't know what the reason is, but they're just not waking up. The first thing you do is you tap them. Hey, are you okay? Hey, if they're not responding to you, then you're going to shout for help. Help! I need help. Call 911 and get an AED. And so you've activated the emergency response system. And so now help is on the way. So what I'm going to do, because they're not responding, is I'm going to start CPR. So as soon as I shake them, they're not responding. I've called for 911 and now I'm going to go. Using the heel of my hand, the other hand on top, and I'm going to push hard and fast in the center of their chest. Hey, great, you've brought the AED. So now, as soon as the AED arrives, if that person knows how to put the AED on, then great, they can put the AED on while you're pumping hard and fast in the center of their chest. However, if they're kind of scared, that's okay. You can do it. What you know how to do is you would open the AED pack, unzip it, and then you're going to open it up. And the first thing you do is you turn it on.
Apply pads to patient's bare chest. Plug in pads connector.
So there's some pads that are in the AED. And I'm going to take them out and I'm going to rip the plastic package off and I'm going to apply it to their chest. I'm putting one on the right shoulder and one right over the heart.
Analyzing heart rhythm.
I'm going to say clear, because you don't want to touch
the patient. Shock advised.
Great, it needs to shock.
Charging.
So I'm going to say
Stay clear of
don't
patient.
touch the patient.
Deliver shock now. Press
Clear.
the orange button now. Shock delivered.
I'm going to start back CPR now.
Begin CPR.
Great. That is how you use an AED if they ever have an emergency. Couple things to think about. Once you put the AED pads on, do not take them off. You wait until EMS arrives or the person goes to the hospital and they'll remove the pads or put new ones on. So whenever you put the pads on, always leave them on. That's not a problem. If no one is around and you need to call 911 on your own, then you can always put your phone on speaker mode, and then you still can be doing compressions while you're talking to the person. So those are a couple quick things with the AEDs. Now, just know some AEDs come with a little pouch, and they may have razors and shavers and so on. And so, I mean, Mr. Bear is a little bit hairy, but so what we can do is we can take out our shaver out this pouch and we can shave right where the EKG patches would go on. Now, if there's no shaver around and then we have another set of pads, what you're going to want to do is you take out those pads, you put it on their chest, you pull it off, give them a quick wax job, and then you put the pad on. And so that's going to help to really make sure that it sticks to their skin so that if they need a shock, then it's going to be there. So those are a couple of tips for use of the AED. Any other details you can actually think. We'll add to comments below. So please, if you have any questions or if you need certification, CPR training or BLS training, definitely give us a call at for CareCore Health and Safety Training. And you can catch us online at CareCore TX. That's the @ symbol, KareCore TX. We'll see you soon.